Hey there, how's it going? It's been a while. And yes, unfortunately, I am very behind on this review. I planned on having this out the weekend prior to episode 8 coming out, but Mother Nature had different plans and knocked out my power all weekend, so couldn't make a video without it, and well, here we are. So, it's now past episode 8, and I'm just releasing my episode 7 review. Apologies, but I will have episode 8's review out very, very soon, but let's hop into this really quickly. Overall, it was an okay episode. There are definitely some pros, and there are definitely some cons, which I will get into. A lot of people, when I heard rumblings about episode 7, said it was very slow, very boring, they didn't really enjoy it. For the most part, I thought it was okay. Now, I will say this, as I've said in my reviews, I'm an avid fan of The Last of Us video game. This episode in particular is supposed to take place during some type of downloadable content that I had never played, so I'm going into this completely blind. I have no idea how this correlates to the video game in any way, shape, or form. Maybe that's why I enjoyed the episode a little bit more than some that I've seen. I don't really know. But just going in blind, overall, it was okay. I will say this. The more kid actors that we have on this show, unfortunately, it hurts the actress play Ellie. Nothing against her. I think she's doing an okay job. I just think these other actresses, like the girl who played Joel's daughter and now Riley, really outshine Ellie. This girl who played her did a fantastic job. Very believable, especially during those meaningful scenes. I was sold on her delivery and performance. I think she did a really good job. Not trying to knock on the girl who plays Ellie so bad. There's just a big difference, and she's outshine every single time. Getting back to the episode itself, like I said, this does a good job giving you a background of Ellie. It makes you understand her a little bit more. It fills in a lot of the things that we didn't know, like, for example, why the pun book matters so much to her, where the relevance of that comes from. It shows that she has encountered loss, which we already knew about, but this goes into a little bit more depth. I didn't mind the little kind of love story. You know what you're getting into when it comes to dealing with this show and Naughty Dog at this point, so you can't really get mad about it. I will say this, though. Are we going to see Tess and Joel's backstory, love story? Probably not, but it is what it is. But getting back to the episode itself, very slow, but what I think they were trying to accomplish with this episode is Ellie does not want to lose somebody else that she cares about. This picks up right where we left off from the previous episode where Joel is injured. He's bleeding out, right? He's saying, hey, leave me, go north or wherever. And she's not willing to accept that. And I think the point of that is they show that she's already accepted loss of somebody that she cares about very much, and she's not willing to do that again. So bravo to them in that aspect. The main issue that I have with it is the placement of this episode. Personally, I think they should have done this episode as episode 2. And the reason why I say that is because in episode 1, we find out who Ellie is, right? We don't really know her, like her that much. We understand she's been bitten, and during episodes 4 and 5 and some of these others, it's been very hard to relate to Ellie and really like her character. If we saw this earlier in the show, I think it would have been easier for us to really care about her character as we've been watching. And then a lot of this other stuff would have made sense when we see her pull out the pun book, and it would have mattered more during those times when she was using it versus go, oh, okay, that's where she got that from. Again, my personal opinion, I just don't like the fact that the show's picking up, they leave you on this hanging point, and then it stops all of its momentum and takes you backwards. It did the same thing with the episode 3 with Bill, and I've explained that in detail, what I think they should have done with the Bill episode. So the fact that they did it again, that's why I think a lot of people were saying this feels more like a filler episode, is because of the placement. If they did it a little bit sooner, where you're still doing character building and understanding who these people are, it would have made more sense. Overall, I really loved Riley's character. I did. I like her. I like the actress who played her. And it would have been cool to have maybe seen a little bit more of her. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I understand that she got bit, but to see, I guess, maybe her demise and how that panned out. I will say this, I am a little tired of surprise bite thing. We saw that with Tess, right? We never see Tess actually get bit. It's after the fact she reveals that she was bit. Same thing with Ellie's encounter and Riley's encounter with that infected. We don't actually see them get bit. It's kind of like an after effect thing. It's like when you do it one time and then you continue to do it again and again. It's a little played out at that point. But overall, I thought it was a good episode. The one part I really liked as the member berries was the Mortal Kombat 2 arcade. I thought that was cool. It's like one of my favorite arcade games. It's literally one that I still play at a local area by me, that it's still up and running, an old school one. So I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, it was an okay episode. I think more people would have enjoyed it if it was earlier in the series and explained a little bit more upfront versus now, right during this pivotal moment where we see Joel basically bleeding out and like dying. So let me know what you guys think. Again, not a very long review because not much happened. You can wrap this up fairly quickly and explain what it is, but let me know what your thoughts are down below. I always love to hear what you guys think. If you like this video, smash that like button. And like I said, I will have episode 8 out very soon. I'm not going to be waiting till next week just because. So sorry for the procrastination. But until next time, take care.